Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. So today we will explore Red Rock Canyon a little bit more thoroughly and hopefully find their leader, Papakan, I think is what they call him. And yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more for me to do here. So let's go. We have already talked to the emo Khan over here, so
That's terrible.
don't have to do this again.
Maybe I should write something about how much the great Khan
And
suck.
this seems to be some kind of arena, I guess. I have some
Too many syllables.
puppets here
Gesticulate.
to fight
There
against.
once was a man of stout heart.
And yeah, he's still looking for the right rhymes. But yeah, let's see if we can talk to anyone or maybe go into any of these tents. Well, some of them are actually open. But can't take any of this. I mean, supposedly I'm allowed to take stuff from their armory, but I think that's somewhere else. Oh, look at this interesting cave painting or rock painting. I'm wondering if this is supposed to be like one of the White Glove Society. It kind of looks like it, you know, with the bow tie and what might be a mask. I mean, why else would he have such a peculiar face? And this guy doesn't have a face at all. So, maybe that's supposed to be like the blood splattering after being shot in the head? I have no idea. But okay, let's keep looking. And I think the small tents, as long as the door's not open, I can't actually go inside. No. Okay, got the same rock painting over here. Little garden. Alright. Apparently they are doing some limited amount of agriculture here. And yeah, we got another one of these totems. I'm going to assume they're just supposed to mark their territory. And look at that, even more agriculture. Yeah, but there isn't really that much going on in this particular place. Ooh, look at that. What in the world? This is kind of disturbing. It's a two-headed teddy bear that's getting hanged? Why? Someone needs to explain this to me. I mean, I can kinda understand this painting over here. And there's one lone gun over here. But what is this supposed to mean? I have no idea. Ooh, we have even more paintings over here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this over here could be like a soldier, NCR soldier maybe. And the guys down here, I mean, they kind of look like the drawing that I thought might be a White Glove Society member, but their faces look a little bit less like masks, so they could just be normal people. But I mean, they are dressed very elegantly, so there could be other people from New Vegas, because usually you don't see people dressed like that in the wasteland. So it must be maybe some of the Omerta or whatever. I guess that could be it. Yeah, maybe. Kind of like the style of these paintings, though. I don't know. I mean, look at him. He looks really mean. Right. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else for me to do here. Yeah, I don't think I can go up this. Well, I might be if I scramble enough, but honestly, I don't think. Oh, well, that splashing noise was a lot louder than you would expect. Anyway, I think I have seen everything that is important here. Okay, this is the same painting again. Oh, and we have like a great logo over here. All right. Yeah, let's see what else we can find in this canyon. I mean, somewhere must be wherever the Great Khan is, right? Okay, we have some kind of smaller canyon over here. I don't know if my local map. Well, it doesn't really tell me much, so we just have to find out for ourselves. Okay, we got some RVs over here instead of tents. But okay, is any one of you... Oh, yeah, this guy has a name. Let's talk to him.
Soon Caesar will send in his best troops from the Arizona campaign. The NCR won't know what hit him.
So I've heard.
Thanks again for saving my ass.
Do I know you? I guess I must know him. Maybe he's from Boulder City? Oh, I think I remember. I think he's a guy that was in Caesar's territory and was crucified, and we helped him off the cross. I think. It's either that or he's just another guy from Boulder City. But okay, we just found... what exactly? I didn't actually see that. Oh, the drug lab. Okay. Of course. Because that's what the Great Khans do, right? Making drugs. Alright. Let's have a look around. Oh, I see. This is the drug lab. And apparently, in order to make their drugs, they use red scorpion poison glands. And I think I saw a fungus over here. So, I guess we can make drugs from that too. And flour in quotation marks. And the Programmer's Digest, which I honestly don't need. Night Stalker blood. And yeah, Psycho. That's the drug that they make, I suppose. Okay. Anyway, is there anything else of interest around here? Oh, these guys have a name. I'm sorry to wake you up, but
Papa says cut off the head and the snake will die. I guess the chairman's days are numbered.
You think so?
Hey, look who it is bringing that good con karma around.
Okay. Apparently, everyone knows who I am already. I guess I must have really left an impression in Boulder City. But okay, I have a bunch of questions here. So what exactly do you do here? I mean, I have an idea, judging from the name of this place, but I want to hear it out of your mouth.
Do? We don't, do anything. We make the magic happen.
So what is the magic?
We make the happy stuff. What do you need? Jet, Psycho, a little Med-X to ease the pain?
So you're drug dealers. How'd you get into the business? Yeah, how exactly did you get this started?
Guess I just had a natural talent for it. When I was a kid, these cats called the Followers of the Apocalypse came to our camp. They knew all kinds of kooky Scientastical stuff, so I ate up all the chemistry they could teach. Diane had the head for business, so we teamed up.
So you use your knowledge of science to create drugs. Well, that's just great.
Whatever.
But yeah, tell me a little about the Great Khans.
They're family, you dig? They've always looked out for us, made sure we had something to eat and a place to crash. Papa may look like a big angry bear, but he's a softy at heart. Regis is cool, scary, but cool. The rest are all pretty groovy, even little Jerry.
Okay, tell me more about Jerry.
The other dudes call him Jerry the Punk. That's kind of harsh, though.
All right.
I think he's just a sensitive
The emo.
soul that needs some love. He's usually down around the proving ground if you want to say yo.
I remember. His name was Jerry, right. I'm looking to make a few caps. Got any work for me? I'm not sure if I really want that kind of work, which they probably have to offer. But I guess I'm going to ask it anyway.
Diane handles most of the transactional elements of this little enterprise, but
Oh, well.
I'm always in the market for new recipes if you've got the spark.
Recipes. I know a few recipes for chems you might want. I could teach you. Well, I don't know. What exactly do I want to teach him?
Right on. What have you got?
I can teach you to make slasher. I can teach you to make party time mentats. I can teach you to make rocket. I have no idea what any of that does, because I never used the drugs in this game. Party time mentats sounds a little bit like some sort of ecstasy. I mean, mentats are just some chewy stuff that you can eat and it makes you more charismatic. So I guess there is some kind of drug property to it. But party time mentats seems a little bit different. Sure, I can teach you to make party time mentats, I'm sure.
Right on. Let's have it.
Alright. That was easy.
Grootalicious.
Grootalicious.
That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
Some caps would be nice. How about a little pick-me-up? No charge, just helping out. I honestly don't need the caps. So maybe if I can win some good favors here by just giving them some recipes for free, then I would prefer to take that.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip kitten.
Get some good reputation and karma. So I guess I could maybe teach them all the recipes. You've got an impressive setup here. Have you considered making more helpful camps? I mean, that's a good point too. I mean, it doesn't have to be all about drugs, right?
What do you mean, helpful? My stuff already makes people feel grootalicious.
Speech 66, but think of all the people who overdose on Jet and Psycho. It's bad for your karma. I mean, he seems like a pretty relaxed person. He doesn't seem like he actually wants to harm people. So, you know, maybe he hasn't really thought about the negative effects of the stuff that he's producing.
Oh, you're right. I should start a side project making meds to keep my aura clean.
I'm honestly not sure if he's being sarcastic, but it did say succeeded, so I'm going to assume he's actually serious about it. I mean, he does talk a little bit like a hippie, so I guess that's what they're trying to go for here. So how's the medical work going?
Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs
Look
already.
at that.
But if you've got any more recipes, I'll take them.
I actually do, I think.
Right on. What have you got?
I can teach you to make super stim packs. Oh, yes.
Right on. Let's have it.
There we go.
Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
Nah, it's fine.
Right on, right on.
More
You're a
fame?
pretty hip kitten.
I'm a totally hip kitten. Thank you for saying it. And I don't know, is there any other useful chemicals I can teach them?
Right on. What have you got?
I wouldn't mind getting more karma and fame. I'm not exactly sure what slashers and rockets are. So maybe I'm going to leave this for now. I mean, a rocket is maybe something like Hydra? I mean, maybe I can look at my inventory. If I have some of these drugs, then maybe it tells me what exactly they're doing. I'm not even sure if these are drugs that you can use in the game. I'm pretty sure I've never seen party time mentats.
Cool. Maybe later.
But I mean, I can always come back and teach him more, I guess. And sure, do you have anything for sale?
Oh, you're buying. Cool.
Well, let's see. Oh, I can actually buy the party time mentats now. Oh, okay. They're basically like hyper powerful mentats. Increase the charisma a lot. Interesting. Medics, buff out, and super stimpaks. Alright. And yeah, that's pretty much all that he's selling. You know what? I'm going to teach him the other recipes as well.
Right on. What have you got?
Give me that karma and fame. How about some rocket?
Right on. Let's have it. Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the cat.
I'm still good.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip kitten.
Completed. Teach Jack new chem recipes. Okay, so apparently I had to teach a certain number of recipes, so I guess I can leave the rest.
Oh, you're buying.
So can I buy rockets now? AP plus 30. Oh. That is an interesting effect. Like I said, I've never really looked into the various drugs and chems that you can use in this game. I mean, I have mentats. I don't have any rockets, so I guess this is not something that normally occurs in the wild. Because usually I pick up all the drugs. But okay, I guess this was pretty useful because I got fame and reputation.
Take it easy, kitty cat.
Liked. Enough news of your good works have been passed around that people like you. Okay. That was quite useful. And apparently teaching all the chems made it turn day. Anyway, let's go and talk to Diane as well, if we can.
Motherfucker.
Hey, don't be so rude.
Anders told me what happened. We owe you one for rescuing him. Tell you what. I can give you caps as a thank you or a special recipe Jack cooked up.
I'll take the caps, I'll take the recipe. I'm good on caps, so let me see what kind of recipe you have.
Here you go. Enjoy it.
Turbo.
With Anders out of commission for so long, we're short-handed on runners, and some backlogs have piled up. We've got an associate in the Crimson Caravan Trading Company who distributes for us and out of Vegas. He's been after us for a new shipment.
Sure, I'll do it. I'm not interested in being a drug mule. I'm not. But usually it doesn't hurt to accept the quest, and I can still decide later if I want to go through with it or not. So I guess I'll take the job for now, and then I will decide what I want to do with it.
Great. Here's the package.
Mildly suspicious
Your contact
package.
is Don Hostetler at the Crimson Caravan.
Oh,
Come
I
back and see
remember
me when
him.
you're done.
Well, the
Carl's been
package
in
is only
shitty mood
mildly
since that big
suspicious, so
explosion at the fort.
can't be that bad, right?
The first recon butchers are in the field again. I'd love to head down to Forlorn Hope and show them we haven't forgotten.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that I didn't come here with Boone, who I still want to bring back into my team at some point. I haven't forgotten about him. But let's see if I can talk to Diane again, or if that was all I can do here.
Hey, seems like you've been making a lot of friends around here.
Well, I have that habit. What is it you do here? Tell me what the Great Khans. Okay, yeah, sure, let's ask all the questions.
We keep the Great Khans from falling apart, essentially. Jack manufactures the chems. I organize the runners and the shipments.
So, you're drug dealers.
We're supplying things people want in exchange for things our tribe needs. Don't judge us.
I'm not judging. I don't agree with what you do, but I can at least kind of understand why you're doing it. And honestly, in this place of the Mojave, I've seen people who were significantly worse. So, it's all good. So what exactly do you sell?
We make regular shipments to a lot of settlements around the Mojave. A lot of our business comes from the fiends lately. Personally, I think they're kind of creepy.
They are.
But Papa likes the fact they get all hopped up on Psycho and harass the NCR patrols.
So basically, they're good customers.
Like what?
Yeah, tell me about the Great Khans.
I'll spare you the history lesson. Talk to Papa Khan if you want to hear that story.
I haven't
Things have
found
been
him
rough
yet.
for a while now. Even with Jack working all the time and my runners making deliveries daily, we're barely getting by. Maybe this alliance with Caesar will help, but I don't know.
Oh, you are having an alliance with Caesar. Did I know about that? If I did, I must have forgotten it. And I would say this is a problem. If it ever comes to, you know, a full-blown war, then we have, like, the Great Khan, who are already, like, kind of in NCR territory, or basically on the other side of it. So, if possible, I would like to do something about it. Why are things so tough? What kind of question is that?
Red Rock Canyon isn't exactly the most hospitable place. There's no food, barely any water, and nothing anybody wants. We used to send patrols out to acquire supplies, but ever since Bitter Springs, there just aren't enough of us left.
Right, I remember Bitter Springs, kinda.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Have you started making meds yet? Right, I think you have.
Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it turns a profit, we might expand.
I'm sure it will generate profit. I'm sure of it.
Jack handles the small-time purchases. You should talk to him unless you're looking for a major shipment.
Okay.
Anything else?
Apparently not.
Bye.
Alright, well, that was an enlightening talk. And, I mean, these people actually seem surprisingly nice. All things considered, and their bad reputation, they're not really that bad. And this guy obviously is limping. Yeah, I think he's a guy that we saved from dying on the cross near the Legion camp. So even though they have an alliance with the Legion, he still ended up crucified. Jessup, have I talked to you already?
I'm getting real tired of talking.
Yeah, I think I have. Goodbye.
Yeah, go on.
I have talked to you already. So, I still haven't found the Great Khan, or Papa Khan. So, let's keep looking around. I mean, his tent, if he has a tent, surely must look different than the other tents, right? He's not going to live in one of these tiny yurts. Also, I wonder what all of this is. I mean, it looks like they're kind of fencing in their little gardens here. I also still haven't found the armory yet. Is this somewhere I can go? Up here? Yes, this might be somewhere I can go. Okay, apparently we have more tents up here. Oh, and we have an actual building too. Alright. So, again, let's see if I can talk to any of these people. Nope. And, of course, all of this is off limits. But they have some small outhouses here. Well, I can actually sit down here. I mean, if you gotta go, right? And at least they have outhouses, you know? They're not just going somewhere in the wilderness and, you know, do their business. They're actually really civilized. I mean, if we ignore these weird whatever this is. And I'm sorry that I'm destroying all the decoration. But yeah, let's have a look at this building. This might be interesting place. Door to Great Khan Longhouse. Well, I guess it's long, so it qualifies as a longhouse. Ooh, look at that. This is indeed a longhouse. Regis, Papa Karl. Oh, there he is. Karl. Well, he looks different. So, let's maybe talk to the other guys first and then to the Great Khan.
I haven't seen you before. What brings you to the Great Khans?
Curiosity? Partially. So what's your opinion of the NCR? That's a very non sequitur question, and most of all it doesn't answer his question, but whatever.
That's a complicated question. They've done horrible things to our people, to be sure, and I've gladly killed many of their soldiers in battle. But I can't bring myself to hate them the way Papa does. Things would damn sure be better for us if they were in charge than Caesar.
Huh, okay, it's interesting. But still, you made an alliance with Caesar because I'm going to assume Papa Khan hates the NCR, so your enemy's enemy is your friend. Although I would argue that Caesar is not your friend, and he will turn on you eventually. So if you were in charge of the tribe, you'd fight with the NCR against Caesar, if I ask. Oh, I see where this is going. I think I know where this line of questioning is going.
I suppose if asked, I would. But that's a moot point, because Papa's in charge now, and he's not going anywhere.
So I have to put you in charge, and then you would help us against the Legion. Alright, well, tell me about Papa Khan.
Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre. And sometimes I worry that's poisoned his mind. Okay.
What did you mean about Papa's hatred poisoning his mind? Yes, tell me more about that.
Nothing. Forget about it. I shouldn't be talking about this with an outsider.
Yeah, especially with Papa Khan sitting right next to you. But I'm pretty sure there were more questions that I could ask. Let's skip through it again. Yes, tell me about Bitter Springs.
I really don't like to talk about it. Let's just say it was a tragedy, and the NCR is to blame, and we'll leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough.
Sure. Go ahead.
So, who are you? I feel I should have asked this question first, but whatever.
Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior.
Okay. I got the note.
Until next time.
Alright, so before talking to Papa Khan, let's talk to Karl.
I understand you've been invited to meet with Caesar. You should be aware of the honor you've been granted.
Okay. So, are you from the Legion? From the way you talk, I'm going to assume you are.
They're a tribe of fine warriors with many proud traditions and a glorious history. They will be worthy additions to the Legion.
Yeah, I guess he's like a contact from Caesar, but sure, tell me exactly who you are.
My name is Karl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the Great Khans as a token of our alliance.
That's an odd name for a legionnaire, though. I mean, it's not a Latin name. Why are you called Karl? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because Karl, as in Charlemagne, was the founder of the Holy Roman Empire, but that's not the Roman Empire, right? So yeah, tell me about this alliance.
In exchange for Great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes.
And I'm sure Caesar is just going to give them that land. Yeah, I think he's trying to trick them. What's your role in Caesar's Legion? Yeah, tell me about that.
I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a useful purpose. You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. I'm assigned here as part of the alliance between the Legion and the Great Khans.
Okay, I understand. What does the Legion want with the Great Khans? Well, they want them to fight for the Legion, and once they're done with that, they will probably get assimilated and enslaved by the Legion, right?
Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great warriors. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle.
Well, I mean, what is he supposed to say with Papa Khan sitting next to him? I have other questions.
Speak then.
No, I don't.
Yes, goodbye.
No, I don't. But I can finally talk to Papa Khan himself. Let's do it.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub?
I'm a cub. Maybe because I have like a good status with the Great Khans. I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion. That's pretty straightforward. Can you tell me about your people? Who are you? Goodbye. Yeah, maybe before I ask the big question, let's ask a few other questions.
You want to hear the story of the Great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
Okay. Maybe you could give me the short version. Yes, please.
In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The Great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here.
Okay, so you don't like the NCR, and I'm going to assume you don't like the three families either.
They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them.
Alright. And tell me about Bitter Springs. I mean, I kind of know, but I want to hear it from your perspective.
When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down.
That doesn't sound like something the NCR would order. That's horrible. Yeah, I guess that's horrible.
It's because of that we have sworn to take revenge on the NCR. With our new allies in Caesar's Legion, we will crush them.
I mean, I don't know what exactly happened at Bitter Springs and how it came to this massacre, but I feel that you're not entirely innocent in this. I mean, you said it yourself, you raided their towns and caravans, so I guess a conflict like that was just inevitable. Anyway, that's enough for now.
Typical. No reference for history in the younger generations.
I just listened to the history, at least the short version of it. But okay, tell me more about yourself.
You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you.
I just want the details.
I am the chief of the Great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people.
Okay, what I would like to know is why you picked the Khans specifically as, like, your historical role model. I mean, I guess they're, like, modeled after the Mongols and so on. At least loosely, very loosely. Maybe even more closely than the Legion is modeled after Rome, because I've talked about that already. But yeah, I would like to know more about that, but apparently I can't actually ask that question. Okay, so I guess we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, and the elephant is called Karl in this situation, and I wish he wasn't sitting right next to you. Although the game usually doesn't recognize this kind of context-sensitive situations when someone is standing like next to you. So I think it's going to be fine if I just straight out ask him to break the alliance with Caesar's Legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Caesar's only using you, he doesn't actually care about the Great Khans. Do you really think Caesar's going to restore your tribe to glory? You'll be made slaves. Yeah, pretty much. I know that this is going to happen because they did it before. Because the NCR is the best hope for long-term stability in the region, not Caesar. Maybe, but honestly I don't think that this argument is going to fly with him. So I feel that these two are pretty similar. But I'm going to pick this one because it's a little bit more concrete.
Ha! The great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes.
Well, that didn't work, but I guess that would have been too easy.
Farewell.
Now, I mean, the game already indicated that if he was not the Khan, but Regis, then Regis might be, willing to change his mind about this. So, yeah, maybe something about this we can do after all, but for now, let's just look around and see what else we can find here. I mean, this is just food, and it's all off limits anyway. Right. Nothing here. And this is locked. So, yeah, not that much going on here. I don't know. Does my quest say anything specific? I mean, I don't really have a specific quest about this. I mean, Wildcard is like the closest quest for this place. And so far I only have like the option to ignore the great Khans. Inform the yes man, tell the yes man, yes. So far I only have the option to ignore them, but I don't really want to ignore them. I want to do something with this place.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion.
Right.
I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Okay, I'm all ears.
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
So, can you give me any advice how I can change his mind?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular. Me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Aren't you convinced already if we're having this conversation? You would think so. What would convince Jack and Diane to support me? What about Melissa? So yeah, aren't you convinced already?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
I can totally prove this. I have the slave ledger, and it's a quest item, which is why it's still in my inventory. So, would that convince you? Well, I can't give it to him. Oh, return the Legion slave. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been thinking about. The slave ledger, of course. But yeah, sure. Let's ask the other questions first. What would convince Jack and Diane to support me?
You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
Okay. I mean, I'm already pretty friendly with them, so hopefully I can convince them. And what about Melissa?
Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Karl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
Yeah, they're not taking women as legionnaires or fighters, so I think Karl has been filling her with lies. Okay, I'll see what I can do to convince everyone. Yeah, sure, I think I can do that. I'm very confident that I can convince them.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Karl, has become fast friends with Papa. Karl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
Okay, how would I do that? I keep it in mind. I'm not afraid of Karl and I don't feel like wasting my time on him. Now, tell me what you have in mind.
Karl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion. Or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
Okay. I kind of like that idea. I certainly like that idea. I'll keep it in mind.
I would too, if I were you.
Okay, that was pretty helpful, but hang on a second.
You honor the great Khans with your presence. What can I do to help you?
Can I give you the slave ledger? Have a look at this book. Yes, there we go. It will show you what happens to tribes that ally with Caesar's legion. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the alliance is a bad idea.
Alright. I'd like to talk more about the Great Khan's alliance with Caesar. Do I have any new questions here?
What do you want to know?
No, I don't.
Suit yourself.
Okay, we're finally making...
Until next time.
Some real progress here. We actually have, like, an actual quest now, so let's mark this as active. Let's see. Optional. Find a way to disgrace Karl in front of Papa Khan. Okay, maybe I'm going to start with the other ones first, where I just have to convince the people. Convince Melissa to speak out against Caesar. Convince Jack and Diane to speak out against Caesar. I mean, they are just around the corner, so... Oh. Apparently, Melissa is somewhere all the way over here. But Jack and Diane are very close by, so I might have enough time to talk to them and see what exactly I have to do to convince them. And then we will try to find Melissa, or maybe try to deal with Karl next.
Karl sends his regards.
What? Wait, can't we talk about this? If you think you can take me on, terrifying Prince God, I've been needing a new head for my trophy spike. What exactly is your problem?
I'm afraid not. Our instructions were very specific. You have to die.
Oh, he wants to kill me because I've been trying to influence the Khan. Interesting. I didn't expect them to act so quickly on this. Well, that's going to give me some bad Legion karma. But I mean, that was just bound to happen sooner or later, so I don't really care. Anyway, do I want any of your stuff? No, the armor is light, so I don't need it. Okay. But yeah, look at all these flying Great Khans. Now, let's just go back to Diane and Jack. And let's have a quick talk with them. Alright, can I have a word with you?
How's my most favoritist friend?
Your most favoritist friend wants to talk to you about that alliance.
Huh? Look, kitty cat, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with.
Okay, in that case, I guess just a simple speech option might suffice, but you won't have each other. The Legion will kill you and sell Diane into slavery as a prostitute. That's a good point.
Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Kopashishi. Yeah, okay.
Kopashishi.
Me and Diane got your back. No sweat.
Okay, well, that was easy enough.
Oh, it's cool, kitten. Diane passed me the haps on that fandango with Anders. I got your back.
Alright, there we go.
Take it easy, kitty cat.
Which means we have already convinced 2 of the 3 people. And And yeah, we still have to convince Melissa, and we have to deal with Karl. I'm guessing Karl already got suspicious, and that's why he sent people to kill me. I mean, why else would they suddenly come to me and try to kill me? I mean, I'm neutral with Caesar's Legion still, so I'm not sure if that really gave me some bad karma, but I mean, sooner or later, I gotta go and attack them anyway. But yeah, I think we will make a cut here for now, and we will try to convince the final person and deal with Karl in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.